Any more funny questions?
Why not? He fancies you, Rob.
Well, I don't fancy him, my love, and I certainly don't fancy spending the evening traipsing up and down the embankment, sucking an orange and listening to a blow-by-blow account of why he failed his second MB.
Is that what he does?
That's what he did when he took Tucker out.
I'll see you for coffee.
Okay.
Hey! What was the orange for?
I don't know. Perhaps he couldn't afford a lemon.
No, we should be able to cope. Staff Nurse Rogers comes back from leave in a couple of days, and until then, Nurse Brent will have to act as staff temporarily. Well, if I get any mad panics, I'll give you an SOS. Is Nurse Brent about?
Oh, she's just finishing Mr. Colebrook's bed, sister.
I'll ask her to come and see me when she's free, will you? Have you looked in on Mr. Krasowski?
Not since I gave him his injection. He hasn't rung his bell.
Well, he won't, will he? The ones who need it never do. Well, all right, Ness. I'll go.
Sister's looking for you.
Oh?
Guess who's going to be acting staff nurse?
Poor old Plum Pud. Suspected appendectomy just as she was about to take her midday.
Never mind poor old Plum Pud, she'll live. What about poor old me?
Charming, what about you?
As staff nurse Plum has unfortunately been taken ill, Nurse Brent will be acting staff until we can get a replacement on the ward.
Ah.
Oh, indeed. Give Surly Shirley a bit of power and she'll have me on my hands and knees, scrubbing the ward floor with a nail brush and standing over me with a blooming great whip. Oh, blow him. I'm going to skip salad and have chips.
Did you hear what Sally Fairbank said to me this morning?
No, what did Sally Fairbank say to you this morning?
She said we looked alike.
She what?
Like twins, she said.
Ooh, charming.
I love you too. How do you think you'll cope then? Think you'll be able to keep Brent's power lust in check?
Oh, drop off. It's not too bad, so long as Easby keeps a pretty sharp eye on things.
Yeah, she's not that bad, Easby. A bit grim, but her bark's worse than their, what's it?
Is this the end? It's every man for himself here. How'd you like being angels, then?
Being what?
Angels. It's right, isn't it, Foreman?
Well, what she means is it's a nickname we got stuck with. Angels. Or St. Angela's, see?
And minister.
Oh, yuck. I think it's rather clever.
You wouldn't worry. Is Shirley, is the
No Christian names on the
Sorry, is the dietitian coming in today?
Yes?
Well, can you ask her about Mr. Adams? He's pining to go back onto solids.
Mr. Adams.
And Mr. Wynn's about ready to come off fluids as well, I'd say. Oh, Mr. Goff, you've got to stop worrying. It'll take you that much longer to get better.
But they never tell you anything. They never tell you what they're doing.
What do you want to know? What's going to happen? All right, I'll tell you. Tonight, you'll have a nice warm bath. Then we'll give you something to make you sleep. We want you to get a good night's rest, all right? Then, tomorrow, we'll have to wake you up a little bit earlier than usual because you're first on the list for theatre. You'll have to have a tube down your nose to drain off the stomach contents. I know it's not much fun, but you have had that before, so you won't find it too alarming, will you? Then, an injection as your pre-medication. That'll make your mouth go dry, and you'll be all nice and sleepy, ready to go down. That's all, okay?
Nurse? Have you nothing better to do than stand chatting all day?
Oh, but I was...
Mr. Lewis asked for a urinal at least 20 minutes ago. He's getting very upset.
All right.
Bossy bitch. You wait till you get your badge. I'll bet you'll be telling Matron what to do.
That's the whole point. She hasn't got her badge.
Yes, but for the purpose of the exercise, you're supposed to treat her as if she has. At least for the next few days. Oh, for God's sake, stop moaning and learn to live with it. I'm going to the pictures on my own.
Oh, knickers. I'm not going to let her spoil our evening. We must be potty. Come on. Who is it? Jack Nicholson or Robert Redford? Have we decided?
Toss for it.
Pity. Why? We could have had one each. There we are, Petal. You've been very good. In a few minutes, your mouth will start to go dry, but as I told you, that's perfectly normal. Then you'll start to feel lovely and dozy. Okay. Only your wife will be allowed to visit you tonight, but I think Sister explained that to Mrs. Goff when she came last night. Well, you won't exactly feel like rock and rolling anyway. Perhaps tomorrow.
First dance?
With me, you're on.
Nurse? I shall want you to accompany Mr. Goff down to the theatre.
Yes, I know.
Nurse Naraka was going, but I've had to send her to the blood bank.
Yes, I do know. Sister's already told me. Come on, Mr. Finch. We want to turn you over onto your other side. Oh, come on. Over we go. That's it. He wishes we'd just stop bothering him, don't you? No. Oh, well, it is for your own good. We don't want you to get sore. That's it. Nice and comfy on that side. We'll be bringing hot drinks round in a minute. Cup of tea?
How was Mr. Goff when you went up with him?
Not so bad. Bit less apprehensive, but then he was getting fuzzy. Poor guy had really got himself tied up in knots about the op. I don't think his wife exactly helped.
Oh, partial gastrectomy is no joke.
Yes, but there are ways of talking to people. All she seemed to do was sit there and worry the poor man even more.
There's always somebody who knows somebody who came into a hospital reasonably fit and went home an invalid. Oh, nurse, I've got a sisters' meeting in a few minutes. I'm leaving you in charge, all right?
Yes, sister.
Any problems, bleat for number 7. And make sure that bed's ready for the admission from casualty.
Yes, sister.
Nurse, we've a multiple fracture on the way up from casualty. Get that bed ready, would you?
I was just off on my coffee break.
You'll have to postpone it. Take it at 10 o'clock. You know we're short-handed.
Yes. Is it all right if I just pop across to men's medical?
What for?
Only to let Foreman know I won't be going to the canteen.
You can't leave the ward whenever you like just to alter your social arrangements, you know.
It's only across the corridor. I don't want to keep her hanging around for nothing. Oh, all right.
I should think so.
No, sister's still at a meeting, Dr. Armitage. Yes, I'll ask her to ring you as soon as she gets back. Hello there. Have you come to give us a hand? We could do with it, fella. Come on, let's go and find your mum. Where is she? Where's Mum? Is this Mummy?
Oh, I'm sorry, nurse. He just ran off. We couldn't stop him.
That's all right. There's no harm done. He's fine, aren't you, eh? Oh, are you waiting to see somebody?
Dad. Mr. Smethurst, he was in a road accident.
Oh, yes. He's doing quite nicely. Paul's his grandson, then?
Apple of his own granddad's eye he is. Only she said we weren't allowed to take him in.
Why not?
Oh, I don't know.
It's funny. We do let children on the ward. Who was it said this?
Tall, dark, plump one.
Oh, yeah, she had glasses on.
Said one of us would have to stop out here with him. But if his granddad knows he's here, he'll go mad to see him.
Hang on, I'll see what I can do.
We're playing.
Just for a minute.
We've 3 very sick patients here, and Mr. Smethurst himself isn't too clever.
Seeing the little boy, back him up.
That child is totally uncontrollable. You've heard the racket he makes. I can't risk him disturbing my ward.
Your ward?
In Sister Eastby's absence and as acting staff nurse, yes. My ward. It's your decision?
Exactly. Look, if you nip him in now for a minute, it'll be okay.
We can?
Only for a minute, and do try to keep him in one spot.
But the other one said that we could...
If you don't hurry up, you won't be able to see your dad at all. Come on.
Thanks, nurse.
God, you eat any damn thing you like and stay like a stick. I just have to look at a chocolate and I put on pounds. Have you seen what this girl's eating?
Yeah, I'll have one as well.
You are?
No, make it 2. The Last Supper.
You gone bananas?
Probably. I've certainly just done something which is almost definitely guaranteed to get me in severe lumber, if not the boot.
What have you done?
Directly countermanded the orders of my ward superior.
Oh, don't dramatise, Longhurst. Windbag will probably just give you a stiff reprimand. Forget all about it. Oh, it does love the limelight, doesn't it?
I suppose the least I can do is apologise to her. She'd make her look a bit of a twit in front of those people.
Oh.
Shirley?
Yes?
I am on first shift tomorrow, aren't I?
Yes. I told you that upstairs.
Just checking. Well, she'd have only spat in my eye anyway.